Hello again, welcome to episode 29 of Dinner from the Dining Car. Today we're going to go off the rails and we're going to make something that my wife requested, and because it's around Mother's Day, we're going to do her request. It's a rack of lamb in a honey mustard sauce with a steamed vegetable mixture. Now normally we don't steam vegetables at all, but we do this mixture because it just comes out wonderfully, and it doesn't even need salt or pepper as seasoning. It's just the mix of these vegetables just really works. So here's what you're going to need. Start off with, you're going to need a rack of lamb. This is about a little over a pound, and it'll have 8 chops on it when we cut it up. For the mustard sauce, you're going to need brown mustard. You kind of want to go with a spicy brown mustard on this. You want to go with something that's been rough ground because it's going to add a lot of texture to this sauce. You're going to need honey. You'll need a few tablespoons of that. You're going to need 1 or 2 lemons. You're going to squeeze these and get the juice into the sauce. And then you're going to need EVOO, a little extra virgin olive oil. You're going to put all this in a food processor or a chopper and just beat the living you-know-what out of it, and it's going to turn into a really yummy honey mustard sauce for the lamb. For the vegetable mixture, you're going to need, I don't know if you can see them all that well in this bag, but you're going to need tiny red potatoes. Now, hopefully you have a store that sells these small enough. We do, and they are really tiny. You're going to need about half a pound. Close that back up. Then you're going to need baby carrots. This is a 1 pound bag again, but you'll probably use half of that. You're going to need snow peas. Now, we couldn't get snow peas, so you can also use sugar snap peas. That's what we're using on this recipe. And then finally, you're going to need sliced mushrooms, at least half of this 8-ounce package. The snow peas, this is a full pound. You'll probably use half a pound of that. Those go into a steamer. You steam the potatoes and the carrots together for 15 minutes, and then you put in the peas and the mushrooms, steam it for an additional 15 minutes, and it comes out perfect. The timing of this dinner should be great because the lamb cooks at 425 degrees for 25 minutes. So everything ought to come out pretty much together, and you'll be ready to eat. It's much simpler than you think it is to make a really good rack of lamb. Excuse me, breakfast. Anyway, that's it for the intro. We'll be back a little later to get things cooking. Okay, hello again, welcome back. Got Judy here with me. Got everything all set up and ready to go. The oven is preheating, again, 425 degrees. The steamer, it's steaming, it's about ready to go. I gotta get a steak knife real quick. Or a paring knife. What you need to do for the lamb, get yourself a cookie sheet, line it with aluminum foil, spray it with a little cooking oil. Then you want to come across and you just want to score the fat on the lamb. Just a little bit. Okay, then you need to make the sauce. I have my blender out. cut your lemon. You're going to squeeze juice of the lemon. Oh, look at that. That's nice and juicy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very juicy.
Into the blender. Oh yes, this is such a nice amount of juice. I may want to use that other lemon later. All right, now, excuse me. You're going to need a couple of tablespoons of your spicy brown mustard. Go a little over, a little under, that's up to you. How much mustard do you want in your sauce? Wow, we're going to use pretty much the rest of this container. Grab your honey. And I don't mean the pretty girl sitting next to you. I mean the actual honey. You're going to add about a tablespoon of that. Now what I might do is double up on this. To make enough to not only cover the lamb, but to have some left over so after it comes out of the oven, it'll be ready to go. Yeah, we're going to use the rest of this mustard. Just shake it in there. Let's do it better. Okay, this one's done. Now, you're going to start blending this. And then slowly, you're going to add olive oil. While it's blending, stop it. Yeah. And you're going to grab a little sample taste to make sure it's the way you like it. It should be mustardy and sweet all at the same time. I think we hit the jackpot. Okay. Anyway, folks, that's the whole sauce right there. Then you're going to take that sauce out and you're going to pour it on your lamb. Oh, I need the aluminum foil real quick.
Okay.
Something I forgot to do. And you're going to kind of just rub it onto the lamb. Now, when you buy lamb, that's really good. When you buy your lamb, get lamb rack that has been Frenched. What that means is the backbone is cut off of it. If you don't get one that isn't Frenched, it's going to have the lamb backbone on it, and it's going to be a bear to cut off of that once it's cooked. One thing you do need to do is you're going to take a small piece of aluminum foil and you're going to cover the external bones with this small piece of aluminum foil. That way the bones do not burn while the lamb is cooking. A little more sauce, or you think we got enough?
I think we have enough. We put some on it, but it comes out.
Yeah. Okay. The lamb is now ready to go into the oven. But first, we're going to start our vegetable mix. Now the things crashing in the kitchen. Love that sound. We're going to start with the potatoes, and you have about half a pound. Some baby carrots, again, about half a pound. You're going to put these in the steamer, and you're going to let them go for 15 minutes. And when you do that, that's when you put the lamb in the oven. So, excuse me. Yeah, that's full bore steam right there. Basically, you're laying this vegetable mixture in layers. Okay. Start the timer for 15 minutes. And then your lamb goes in your 425-degree oven. Wow, that is hot. Now the lamb will go in there for 25 minutes, maybe even half an hour depending on the thickness of the lamb. So we're going to kill the camera for 15 minutes. I'm sure you don't want to sit here and listen to me rant and rave for 15 minutes. And we'll be back when we put in the rest of the vegetables, the pea pods and the mushrooms, into the pot. We'll see you then. Okay, we're back. Now we have to add to the vegetable mixture.
Put the mushrooms on top.
Yes, I know, the mushrooms go on top. Gee whiz, lady, like I've never made this before. The pea pods. Wow, and that water is steaming hot. And on top of the pea pods, your mushrooms. And you'll set that timer for 15 minutes more. Now another thing we're going to do is we're going to open the oven here. And we're going to add a little more mustard sauce on the top of this lamb. There we go. Oh, that's so pretty right now. Oh, look, come here and look at this meat, honey. Oh, you're going to block out the camera.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay. Back in. And in another 10 minutes, we will take the lamb out of the oven because it should be pretty much done, and then you sit and let it rest because it's going to cook itself a little more while it's resting. So we'll be back then, and at the end of the 15 minutes, the vegetables will be done. We'll be ready to eat. So we'll see you in 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, there's 5 minutes left on the timer for the vegetables. Now it's time to get the meat out of the roasting. And wow, does it smell yummy. Oh, look at this lovely rack of lamb. Oh my goodness. Now, this will cook the lamb to between rare and medium rare. You do not want to cook lamb well done. It becomes tougher than all get out, and it just ruins it. So here's what it looks like up close. I don't know if you can smell that snapping, but that's your rack of lamb right there. It's gorgeous. And if we go over here, whoa, and look at the vegetables, for which I need my glove, they're looking pretty good too. Now I know you can't really see the potatoes and carrots because they're buried under the peas and the mushrooms. Maybe I should have put more mushrooms in there. So those have got another 2 to 3 minutes, and once those have got another 2, 3, 4 minutes, and once those are done, we are going to be eating. Oh, I forgot to show you. This is why you put foil on the bones of the lamb. See how that's gotten a little dark there? Yeah, you don't want that to be completely burnt, because if it's completely burnt, it will also ruin the taste of your lamb. So, anyway, folks, that's it for this particular recipe. We've just got a few minutes left, and then we're going to plate it up, and we're going to eat. Thanks for watching. Do me a favor, push the like button, and please, please, please subscribe. Anyway, thanks for coming along. Oh, and if you have a question, a comment, or you want a copy of this recipe, email me at dinnerfromthediningcar@yahoo.com. Thanks for coming along. Eat well and enjoy your night. Bye-bye.